In 1919, following the end of World War I, the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian, Russian and Ottoman empires meant two things for the citizens of these lands. From a theoretical point of view, these were now people who were left stateless in what was an increasingly state-run world. Additionally, many were now poor, living without protection and on the verge of starvation from famine. In 1921, nearly 1 million ethnic Russians were the first group in history to be offered international protection as refugees by the League of Nations. This protection was then extended to other ethnic groups, including Armenians, Assyrians, and Christians from the Ottoman Empire. However, the most pervasive refugee crises began after 1933, following Adolf Hitler's rise to power in Nazi Germany. Hitler's anti-Semitism began to drive Jews and other ethnic groups away from Germany and scatter them throughout Europe. There was two main aspects of the Jewish refugee crisis that made the situation much worse. Firstly, beginning in 1939, Germany began occupying countries such as Poland, Hungary, and France, all of which had sizable Jewish populations. The beginning of the war forced Jews to flee to even more parts of the world. Secondly, the League of Nations, which had provided international protection to the Russian refugees 20 years earlier, was now close to dissolution because of its inability to prevent World War II. In 1938, 900 Jewish refugees got on board the German liner, the SS St. Louis. They sailed first to Cuba, then to the USA, and then to Canada. The refugees were refused entry into each country, and the ship's captain was forced to turn round and sail back to Nazi-occupied Germany, where many of his passengers were killed in German concentration camps. Horrific events such as these inspired the creation of the UN Refugee Convention in 1951, with the principle of non-refoulement at its core. Today, the convention and its additional protocol have been signed by 147 countries, and the UNHCR has offered international protection to millions of individuals across the world.